Hello Taurus, let's have a look. What does May 2019 hold for you? I'm going to have a look at this. Just giving the cards a very good shuffle. Here we go. So around the home and the family, you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me that you're going to go through a period of time of feeling a little bit anxious about what your next step is. You could be worrying whether you have enough. Am I doing enough? What can I change? Where am I feeling challenged? This is a chance for you to really sit back and reassess situations and have a little bit of faith that everything's going to work out just fine. I feel that your fears or your concerns could be unfounded. However, you may be finding that this is really a time in which you can sort matters out to be a little bit more stable for your liking, especially throughout this period of time. Your career goals and aspirations. Look, you have the Queen of Swords sitting here, and the Queen of Swords means taking logical approaches or steps towards your career path or your ambitions. So you will find that you have some very strong support sitting around you. You may be finding that you need to stay very focused. It doesn't mean that you need to cut through people or situations, but you may be finding yourself looking at long-term goals and seeing that this is a time in which you can create some really positive steps through your ideas, your planning, and possibly associating with the right people who are willing to give you that support. Now, even if you are going through that little sense of anxiety, it shows here that you're giving this much thought and clarity, in which you know that by the end of the year you're hoping to be in a much better position. So May is really about making these steps quite possible, writing things down, looking at your goals and how you perceive to take those necessary steps to get where you need to. Financially, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is all about feeling that we are really not in control of our finances. There may be some unexpected expenses or changes around your financial incomes. You may be finding that your hand is being forced. Maybe there is something that you need to tidy up or resolve, and you may not have a say on this. It just may already be in the process or works, and you just need to kind of like handle it or deal with it at the end of the day. So it's going to be a time in which you will need to, obviously take a little bit of patience or flexibility in not counting your chickens before they hatch. Maybe this is about you financially being able to just look at the fact that you may not be able to control circumstances right now, but it isn't to say that later in the date that things will turn around and be much better or a lot more stable. So this month may not give you exactly what you're looking for. You may not have a lot of, like I said, control over the situation, but it's not to say that matters won't turn around after this period of time. Health and betterment. Look, you've got the Two of Swords sitting there. I give this to the second house, which is in and around the throat. It's in and around the thyroid, the neck, in and around the lower jaw. You may be finding yourself going through periods of time of feeling quite indecisive or uncertain. Maybe you've got a few complaints, but you're not too sure where they're really coming from. So if I'm looking at the second house, I could feel that this is probably because you're holding a lot of tension sitting around that throat area and that lower jaw. This is a time for you to be able to look at ways in which you can start making some positive changes towards your metabolism, towards opening up a little bit more, discussing your feelings, or being able to get through where you feel stuck or stagnated. This is a chance for you to really look at focusing on your own betterment by being able to see that there are options. You need to make some decisions, then it comes down to you being able to talk them out as well. Your relationship areas, I have the Page of Wands sitting here, and the Page of Wands is all about good news and messages and correspondence and wonderful support sitting here. You may be finding this is a very proactive time around your relationship and friendships and family. This is going to be a positive time in which you may be finding yourself really following up on all those plans and those goals. So it's going to be quite a busy time. So really, you're being shown here, don't give in to anxieties. You're going to make the most of what you have by making logical or progressive steps. You may not be in control of everything, but it doesn't mean that you're not getting where you want to. I'm really feeling what you decide upon, what you put your energy into, and where you are focusing could pay off around about next couple of months, or in and around September and October. So this will be music to your ears when that happens, but this month may give you a few anxiety or tests to endure before that time. Well, I thank you so much for joining me for your May 2019 Tarotscopes.